Welcome back, everybody, to Decision 2016, the Candidates Forum here at FSU Panama City's Holly Center. I'm your moderator, Jennifer Holton, and we're going to get right into it. Our second candidates who have taken the stage tonight are the candidates for Bay County Tax Collector. With us this evening is Democrat Amy Baker and Republican Chuck Perdue. And Mr. Perdue, since you drew first out of the hat, we're going to have you give your opening statement first.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for hosting tonight's event, and thank you to my wife Charlotte and our children for their support, and thank you to Ms. Brandon for serving our community. I'm a licensed tax professional, vice president of Skinner Tax, hold a bachelor's degree in accounting and a master's in tax. I'm running for this office because I believe Bay County can do better. When my son needed to go down for his driver's permit, we went down and waited for almost 2 hours in the office. As a businessman, I saw how the office could run much more efficiently. And it was frustrating, just to be honest. And over the course of my campaign, I've knocked on over 8,000 doors. And I can tell you that's a feeling that's shared all across the county. It's time to modernize the office. Over half the counties in Florida have already made the transition to offer faster, better service to their citizens. And I understand how valuable your time is. And if elected, I'll respect it by reducing wait times and improving services. I'm Chuck Perdue, and I respectfully ask for your vote on November 8th. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Perdue. Ms. Baker, go ahead with your opening statement.
Hi, my name is Amy Baker. I'm a lifetime resident here in Bay County, Florida, born in Panama City 51 years ago. I've worked at the tax collector's office under the supervision of Ms. Peggy Brandon, which I think we can all agree has done a superb job. I've worked there for 18 years serving the citizens of Bay County. I've enjoyed my work there, and it's through her guidance and encouragement that I have chose to run for tax collector. I plan to bring to the table the follow through with the issuance of the concealed weapons permits. We have to complete that with the Department of Agriculture. I want to bring fast titles to all of our offices. All of our offices are a full service office with the exception of one that does not do driver's license or driving test. I plan to concentrate on some of our wait times by putting an estimated time clock on our website so you can better judge and gauge your time that you come to our office. I'm Amy Baker, and I appreciate your support and vote in November. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Baker. The league panel asking this round of questioning tonight will be Kara Wootson and Elizabeth Trentinelli. Go ahead, ladies, if you'd like to start.
Thank you, Jennifer. Mr. Perdue, this question's for you. Please describe what efforts you will take to maintain a diverse workforce in a community with a diverse population.
That's a very good question, and thank you for asking it. If elected your tax collector, I would set up a committee that pulls in resumes from all over Northwest Florida. I believe the tax collector's office can offer some very good jobs, and the committee would actually follow the model that Chick-fil-A has. Chick-fil-A has developed a very diverse workforce. They are very customer service oriented, and I would follow that very same model. And it basically brings resumes into a committee, people are interviewed, and the best person's hired for the job. Thank you.
Ms. Baker?
Thank you. I believe that we have awesome employees as they are right now. The job basically consists of on-the-job training. It's something that you learn. It's all state statutes that we have to go by. The procedures that we have to follow is all through state statutes. I have lived and breathed in 8 state statutes for 18 years, and that's what we have to run the office on. And we have very strong employees. Granted, they may need some training, some updating, because we had the driver's license landed in our lap 5 years ago in 2011, and there are some adjustments that we have to make to do those procedures more efficiently.
Mr. Perdue, you have time for a 30-second.
Yes, the driver's license issue that she's talking about is when the DMV put that on the tax collectors. Being a part of the Tax Collectors Association, the association is very good about training people and helping them to implement the new processes and procedures to help take that process in. Unfortunately, Bay County office has not been heavily involved in the association, and as a result, they closed on Friday. They came back on Monday and had to start doing driver's license. The implementation of the driver's license was not an issue for any other county. It was poor planning on Bay County's part.
Go ahead with the second question, please.
Okay, Ms. Baker, what techniques should be used to make the tax collector's office more efficient in delivering services and more effective in collecting taxes?
We can bring more efficiency by having the time clock added on the website where people can plan their day more efficiently to make their visit there. Like I said before, all of our offices are full service. Therefore, by making appointments, I don't believe we can service the number of people that we currently service now in a day's time. And what was the rest of the question? Sorry.
More efficient in delivering services and more effective in collecting taxes.
Well, the more effective in collecting taxes, there is a plan that I want to put into effect would be the telecheck, which would be guaranteed funds for delinquent taxes, where now if they're delinquent, you have to come in and pay by cash or certified funds. I believe by using the telecheck with guaranteed payment, we could take that and instead of cash.
Mr. Perdue?
Yes, thank you. Having a time clock doesn't really increase the efficiency of the office. If you want to talk about increasing the efficiency of the office, then you need to look around the state to other counties that have really mastered the efficiency of the office. I'm thinking of Okaloosa County and Leon County, where average wait times are 8 minutes. They operate very efficient offices. It's because they're utilizing the latest technology, the latest software that's available. And that software also creates a situation where you very efficiently collect the taxes. Right now, the computer that's used is an old Cobalt system. It has a green screen. It's very inefficient. It takes weeks to convert the tax rolls. The new software does it in a matter of hours. Most counties using it are able to be ready to collect taxes before the bills even go out. Thank you.
Okay, in reference to the AS400 software with the green screen, that is strictly for property taxes. That has nothing to do with the driver's license issuance. That system has balanced the property tax budget since 1987 to the penny. It's about 3 times cheaper than another version that we could go with that would cost the taxpayers greater money.
On to the next question, please.
Thank you. This question is for you, Mr. Perdue. Presently, Bay County's tax collector's office does not issue concealed weapon permits. What are your views regarding issuing concealed weapon permits and why?
Well, that's a very good question. The concealed weapon application processing was part of my platform. I came out with it in February. It's a service that the citizens have asked for years, and for whatever reason, the office has not offered it. It's been part of my platform, and after I received the NRA endorsement, the office quickly got on board with my idea, so I'm happy to say now they're starting to work on it. Unfortunately, it's my understanding that the way it's trying to be implemented is just not going to happen. My view is that the citizens want it, so it's a service that should be offered. We've already lost out millions of dollars that we could have collected in Bay County if we had offered it. I don't mean any disrespect to any other counties, but you can now get one of these in Defuniak Springs, in Bonifay, in Chipley. Bay County can't be the last to the table at every event. We need to be a leader in the industry, and that includes the concealed weapons application processing.
Okay, I believe the privilege to have a concealed weapons permit should be available for all citizens. Yes, we have implemented it and started the application with the Department of Agriculture. They do have to come in and they have to make approval of where we have the site for it. We do have that. We are working with them and waiting for their inspection. We're in line along with 42 other counties to have it installed, and hopefully we'll have it installed before Ms. Brandon retires. If not, that will be one of the first things that I look at after taking office.
You have time for a 30-second rebuttal.
Okay. I respectfully disagree with my opponent. They're not in line with 42 other counties. 35 counties already offer this service in the state of Florida, and so there's only 32 other counties left. There's 3 counties on the implementation schedule through the Department of Agriculture. Bay County is not one of them. That schedule goes through the end of December of this year.
Thank you, Mr. Perdue. We have time for one more question. Ms.
Can I
Trentinelli?
respond to that?
Oh, no, that was the
Okay.
rebuttal. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, Ms. Baker, please tell us 2 or 3 things that you think should be changed or altered from the way Peggy Brannon ran the tax assessor's office, and why?
I think we could have more telephone operators. However, at our office that we are at, that came with the phone system that we have. They kind of told us this is what you're going to use. I feel like we can use more operators if we can get the approval from the Department of Revenue to have another approval for another employee. You do have to go through the Department of Revenue to get that approval made in order to hire more people. I do think we have suffered for the last couple of years since we've been in that building with the phone system. Otherwise, I think we run very smoothly. We've conquered the driver's license being landed in our laps. We go through it with smooth transactions to start with. There was long waits, but there was a lot of stuff that they had to absorb.
Mr. Perdue, go ahead.
Okay, the changes that I think need to be made, I mean, the office needs to be modernized. I mean, currently the employees don't have email, they don't have voicemail, they don't have the software and the things that most people have been using for over 2 decades. The office does need a live call center, and the way that should be ran is there should be 6 employees, and they alternate on and off the front lines. Those employees also would process mail, manage the new online chat feature for the website I would employ, and also mobile app, manage the mobile application feature. We need to make our services more accessible to all of our citizens. As far as state approval, thank you.
Go ahead with your 30-second rebuttal, Ms. Baker.
I just feel that we still have a very well-run office, and I think we can all thank Ms. Brannon for it. We could be behind in technology for most part, but however, our office runs very smoothly, and it's just an added cost to the taxpayers. I will continue to donate the rest of the money from our fees collected to the county commission to be used elsewhere in Bay County.
Ms. Baker, Mr. Perdue, thank you for taking part in the Candidates Forum this evening. This concludes this part of the forum. We are going to head into another commercial break, but when we come back, we will be having the candidates for County Commission District 2. We'll be right back.
You're watching The Decision.